Hey guys, it's Talion Trevere here from my birthday stream. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I want this to be a cozy little cafe game. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my little starting screen. Oh, I hear a fluffy one approaching. Oh, no. No. She walked past me into her food. Um, all right. Well, here we are with my boy Reckon here. I've been so excited to continue coloring him. Uh, I meant to do all of this on stream, but I ended up doing a lot of the coloring just by myself because, I couldn't help it. I do need to warn you guys, while I was working on this, I did have a lot of pen issues. So we'll see how today's stream goes. It's not looking good, I'm afraid. Looks so cool. Thank you. I am very excited to attempt to finish this. I have a little reference over here on the side that I can occasionally refer to. But yeah, I think there are a couple of things that I wanted to finish up on the base colors before I started on shading things. The main things being like on his face, get some more sort of pinkish colors in like the scarring and put some color on his lips. And the other thing is his like vest thing that he wears. It's got the like piping or whatever that is here on the side, and then it seems to be kind of like quilted and padded. So I need to get those details in. I would want to do that stuff before I start the actual shading. Although actually this is like the like vest and the shirt are very similar but slightly different colors. I feel like I should probably adjust that a little bit. Oh, now the kitty is approaching. Hello, fluffy one. Are you going to cause trouble today or just sit quietly? I guess only time will tell. All right, let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do like a separate layer for the vest thing. Fluffy God. I'm sure she thinks of herself that way. Let's turn off the other colors just so it's easier to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna just start with the original shirt color and then adjust it. This is something that I don't typically do on my speed paint streams, but it is a technique that I often like to use. I've been like really a big perfectionist about getting this like in the lines, which is really stupid. I should stop doing that. Like this is good enough. Right? It looks fine. It looks fine. I don't need to go crazy over it. Hello, Golden Mary. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. Okay, so you guys can't actually see the hue, saturation, luminosity sliders, unfortunately, but I'm using them. This is okay, that's going the wrong way. It looks so edible. Thank you. We'll feed you in a sec. Let's see. Not sure how to adjust this exactly because the color is like so close, but not quite the same. It's like a little bit yellower. I don't know if you guys can even really tell much of a difference. Let me check the reference again. Yeah, it's like more of a I haven't eaten since the last art stream. Oh no. It's all right. We've got plenty of food for you. Um, I don't know. I feel like this is not turning out the right color. Is that okay? In terms of being like slightly a different color, but also more or less the same. I feel like I made it a little too light though. All right, is that about the right color? That's probably fine. Um, it's actually, uh, I probably shouldn't be going insane over the colors. Maybe I should have just left it the same color. Should make it a little bit darker instead. It's hard to tell, especially since these colors are like so dark. Um, Hello, maybe Emu. Today's stressing. That's too bad. Well, hopefully we can relax with a nice art stream, right? And hello, Tortori Zappy's Earth Day. Thank you. Um, okay, I think I'm going a little bit too insane over the details here, but you know, that's what I always do, unfortunately. It's just what happens when you're a huge perfectionist. Um, Whatever. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Let's go into the face and start trying to put in a little bit of color. Um, hmm. It's so hard to deal with these colors because a very slight shift can make a very big difference. Is that good? Not sure. YouTuber friend, said he's gonna take a break for 1 to 2 weeks and hasn't been back in a month. Oh no. I hope nothing bad happened. But I mean, it's kind of what happens sometimes, like life gets in the way. Um, like that's kind of too dark. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure. Hmm. You should go darker, actually. The Tory is easier to say. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Okay, yeah, I think I like this color the most so far. I'm try just putting it in, maybe just kind of putting it in a little bit softly first. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And then we can get some of the details in as well. It's kind of gross looking, but it is what it is, I guess. I would never call my boy gross looking. He's beautiful no matter what kind of scars he has. All right, I think that's good for that. We should draw Rango the raccoon. Who's Rango the raccoon? I don't know if I've heard of Rango the raccoon. Um, okay, let's see then. Oh boy, what is happening with Rango the raccoon? Um, I want to do his lips as well. I feel like it shouldn't be this color. It's not quite right. It's a little bit too red, I think. I'm gonna try that. It might be too dark. Little raccoon I got, he's so cute. Glasses and a robe and a crown and a trick-or-treat bag and all that stuff. Is this like in a game? What is this raccoon? Okay, that's okay. Hmm. Maybe a little bit darker. Maybe a little bit redder. Is that too much? That's maybe too much. I mean, the color is going to change a little bit when I add actual shading too. So I shouldn't go too overboard. So maybe it's actually fine this way. In fact, nobody streaming my favorite game makes me cry. What's your favorite game? No, I'm not super happy with this lip color. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to watch me do this for a while. Just kind of get the base colors right. I think the shading might be more interesting to watch eventually when I get to it. I might go with that. Favorite game is Creatures of Sonaria. I don't think I've ever heard of that. And what kind of game is it? Okay, I'm liking that color more. I think it's maybe a little bit too much. Kind of blend it out a little bit. I just want like a little bit of color. Alright, Brad played the game once and died. Uh-oh. Alright, how are our colors looking? Is that good to start the... It's a creature survival game. I think I went too overboard on that, maybe. Let's Let's maybe bring it back a little bit. Wait, not with that color. Right? Is this the right color? Yeah, I guess it is. Let's check the reference again. Yeah, let's just kind of remove a little bit of the redness. I think I went too hard. Okay, that's probably good for that. And then we want to do this. We can maybe take the gold from the clasp for that, although I'm not sure I like this gold either. Let's see if we can do something about that. Is this a better gold color? I can't really tell the difference. Hmm. Don't mind me just adjusting things that literally no one will ever notice. Let's go with that. Eating your Caesar salad right now to wait for your feast. It's okay, the feast is coming. And hello, Feather Dust! Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's take this and then like, whoops. I think we're gonna need a stronger brush, and it goes like that, sort of. Oh wait, I'm gonna draw you being birthday. Thank you. This is the kind of situation where it might have been, whoops, it might have been better to just do things on separate layers, but I think I'm going to put all of the vest details just on one layer. I think that will, I probably am not going to regret that in the future. We'll see. And hello, Tin. So many happy birthdays. You're fun to draw. Thank you. I'm very excited to see what you draw. Okay. This bit is actually kind of darker, which is really annoying. I probably shouldn't fuss too much over the exact details of the colors. It's just going to be silly. You know what? I'm going to do my my color adjustment strat again. Something like this color, is that dark enough? I don't know. I feel like it isn't. Let's do that. Radio Iskandar recommended your channel, but I never catch you live due to time zones. You're cool though. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know Radio's been in a bunch of our streams. Always happy to see Radio and stream, but you're, you know, I'm glad you're here as well. All right, so we have something like that. Is that line the right thickness? Also, I want to check that. It's close enough. It's maybe not quite the right shape because it doesn't quite capture just the curve of his body a little bit, but I feel like that's just too much of a detail that I might not bother with. Whatever. It's not that important, is it? I probably should have done multiple layers for this, whatever. Let's maybe do this as multiple layers. Let's take my watercolor liner brush. I don't want this to be like the, you know, I'm gonna start with black. It's fine. It's probably fine. And just put in the details of this like padding here. Hard to see too much detail of it, but it just seems to be like rhombus shapes. I'm going to start with a sketch. Just do a sketch layer for it first. Just kind of lay out where the lines go. Oh boy. Is that too close together? I think that might make my rhombuses too small. Something like that, maybe? Like those are still kind of too small. They should be pretty big. Okay, and then going with the watercolor liner a little bit. All right, how's that? Give them a little bit of dimension, a little bit of depth. I probably need to then adjust all of this. Oh, oops. Hmm. I don't like how that looks somehow. I was in the middle of making my last time lapse when you went live. Thank you for doing those, by the way. It's been really cool to see. Um, okay, let's try this again. We can do it. It might just take a couple attempts. This one kind of lines up about like at the armpit, basically. So maybe even just like that. You can only see kind of a little bit of it. Which would make sense, because even here you can barely really see anything. All right. Is that okay? I don't know if I love it. I apologize for subjecting you all to my obsessive perfectionism. This is just what happens when I do a regular art stream that's not like a speed paint. All right, let's change the color of this though. Maybe do this color. May I eat now? I'll be very manners and fancy about it. Yeah, of course you can eat whenever you like. Let's just fill that in. Okay, that's not the color I want. Okay. I think that's the color I want. Okay, I think that will do. And I guess with that, we're pretty much good to go for shading. Now the thing is, I'm not entirely sure how I want to do the shading. So I think instead of going in with like proper real shading straight up, I might just do kind of a sketch of it first. Just kind of try to get in some rough shadows and highlights. Kind of see where I want to put them. So maybe let's just do like a blue multiply layer maybe. That's very dark. And then just, I guess, kind of paint it in. Or, no, I probably don't want to do that. I just want to take the color and just start painting it into places. All right. I'd have to figure out kind of where the light is coming from. Probably sort of from the top and a little bit forward, maybe. I don't know if I want some light to actually like be coming from the hands, but maybe. I definitely want parts of this to get quite dark. Even darker than this, honestly. Hmm. Oh wait, why am I doing this with my liner brush? Oops. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't. Oh no, what did I do? Uh-oh. The liner brush had a very specific size, and I kind of messed it up, huh? Um, oh, we've got tins on two windows. You in Twitch and YouTube? Or is this just a different person with the same name? Mm, wait, hang on. I should clip this. Same person. Okay, cool. Oh, but maybe not to. There we go. Something like that. Um, hmm. I feel like this approach is not helping very much. I think really what I need to do is I need to do this kind of thing for the lights more so than the shadows. How tired do I want to make him look? Uh, you know what? Let's maybe make that go away for now. Um, let's try some kind of highlights though. Do I want to just try it with like an add layer or something? Um, that's very bright, but I can obviously turn it down. Mm, hmm. Trying to figure out how much I actually want the light to extend. Do like a lot of light or not very much at all. I really haven't decided how I want the lighting on this to work. So I might have to kind of experiment with it for a while. Mm, hmm. Hmm. I noticed you answering to someone else, so I had to search for your Twitch channel too. All right. Well, I'm on both for the time being. I think at some point I'll maybe try to put the chats on screen so that you can see each other. But for now, it's just me talking to two different chats at once. Mm, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the lighting. It's hard. I always make your hair so fluffy. Well, thank you. I like having fluffy hair. It's very nice. Man, I'm really stuck though. I don't know what to do with the lighting. The problem is that the drawing looks too balanced already. There's no obvious place to go for it. I wouldn't say that. I definitely think I need a lot of light and shading happening on here. Um, I have this bit of glow around. You know, I should probably turn that off for now. I can put the glow on at the end. Um, so once I have some lighting, the glow can actually follow the lighting. And I think it'll look better like that. Though I'm not sure if this using the orange light on the cloak really works. I'll have to probably use a different color for that lighting. I do kind of like these shapes on his face though. I think that's more or less working. That's that's not too bad. Something like that. Something like that. That does not look bad. That's pretty decent. It looks even tastier. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and whoops, delete these highlights on, oh my gosh. Please, please stop doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, hey, I think, you know what? Maybe I'll just highlight this instead and delete everything outside of it. There we go. Um, so this was supposed to be kind of more of a sketch, but I think I'm gonna use this as the actual layer. Get rid of this too. We'll do that separately. Let's use that and let's just refine this a little bit. We can put this actually on the face so that it goes under the hair. Oops. Okay, there we go. We have that. And yeah, let's try to figure this out. I actually kind of like the uneven brush strokes here. It gives it almost like a dappled light kind of look. I don't think I want to keep that though. I do want to, at least to some extent, uh, smooth things out. Here we can have a hard edge, but then maybe like, oops. Oh no, that's not going great. Does that look okay? I don't know. that edge a little bit. I do think this edge ended up looking too soft. Birthdays are like New Year's but for individual people. Yeah, it's not wrong. I wonder if I want to extend this up towards his hairline more. I feel like this dense watercolor brush is like too hard for what I'm trying to do here. That's getting there a little bit. You get just a little bit of kind of reflected light up here. Now that's maybe too much. Just very, very gently. Actually, I kind of want to put that in with a different color. So maybe I'll come back to that later. Maybe put a little bit on the top of the eyelid. Just a smidge. Let's see. No, don't like that. I think I'll actually go ahead and yeah, okay. I can live with that. I don't like that. Hmm. I'm going to eat you very politely. Thank you. With a napkin and everything. Wow. Um, am I doing this right? I don't know. Oops. I feel like I need kind of an in-between brush that's like a little bit lighter than my dense watercolor brush, but not as light as the other watercolor brushes. What can I do for that? I think if I press hard on the transparent watercolor brush, then it can do some nice stuff. Yeah, that's about the consistency I was going for, I think. I wonder if I can. Hmm. I don't like this area, the like transition between the nose and the cheek. That's gonna need some more work. Um, but maybe for now, let's. You're so fun to draw for some reason. Thank you. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. I'm always happy to have people draw me. It is a great honor. All right, let's. Oh, mer. We have a mer. Transparent watercolors not really showing up, huh? There we go. I don't know if I like that actually. Maybe I don't want to do that. Okay, that's something. It's it's getting there. All right. Um, it's looking pretty good so far. Um, I feel like there's too much on here now. I kind of want to rein that in. This side is a little bit more in shadow. Just Just a little bit in here. And definitely not in there. That's in shadow. Okay. I think that's okay. I'll probably refine the shapes of that later. But it's good for now, I think. Okay, chin. Mm, hmm. I don't like that. Mm, I still really don't like this area here. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. Honestly, I think I might just make it more of a hard edge. Just kind of disconnect these entirely. I don't love that either, to be honest. I meant to be doing that with the erase. It's better, I think. Yeah, I think I'm liking that better. Mm, Two a.m. 3 a.m. going to bed. It's been nice catching you live. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. Enjoy your day and good luck with the drawing. It's coming along nicely. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along so far. Just look at him. So sad. So pretty. Still not sure what to do with the chin. I feel like it's looking weird. I think maybe let's try just leaving the face here for now and moving on to a different part for a little bit. My friend would probably drool over this guy. Yeah. Well, you know what? He deserves it. I definitely want to get some more stuff in the edges, like along the edges of the shadow, of the highlights, I mean. Like for instance, let's start with our color here and get more of like a get some sort of maybe a little too much. Again, probably too much. You just need like a subtle touch. Oh, that's the tricky thing about this transparent watercolor brush. It can go from literally invisible to really bright real fast. I do like it though. It's versatile, but also difficult to control. What I mean, sometimes it just goes out of control. To be honest, I feel like I don't have a good understanding of the just light and color principles that warrant this. I just kind of put it where it feels right, you know? Like I know more or less how it works. And that it's like kind of the transition between the light and the shadow. But I don't want to put it on like all of the borders, you know? Anyway, maybe let's not get too carried away with that quite yet. Um, let's maybe do some of the highlights on the hair. So let's see if we can figure out how to do hair highlights. You can do the add layer again. We'll start with our original color. And I think actually, let's maybe start with just like, I actually don't really like that. Maybe we'll start with this color. I think that's a better color for that. I start with just kind of airbrushing a little bit, very lightly though. I think I might just take like a very big brush and just very gently do a bit of highlight. Something like that. And then we can start going in with the real highlights. Let's actually back up a little bit and see what our thing looks like right now. I still don't love the face highlights. Now I'm feeling like this highlight is just like too big. Might need to rein that in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. It's an iterative process. We add a little bit, we take a little bit away, keep going until the artist is satisfied. That's how our art works. Uh-oh. Hey, I can see my pen is working, but I think maybe I'm just pressing too lightly for it to register properly. I think I need to get a smaller brush also. Yep. Boy, come on. Hey. Just like not registering my presses for some reason. Come on. Brush, please. It's not even the pen this time. I don't know what it is. This is weird. All right, I'm gonna try like zooming in more and seeing if I don't know. My pen is being a little bit weird. What is this? This is just new levels of mutiny. Why does this technology hate me? Why does shit keep going wrong? I mean, I know the answer. It's haunted, obviously. That's just how things go around here. Honestly, I'm not sure I even want to shade it like this. I might need to go for some more big highlights again. Let's do another kind of sketch sort of layer just to sketch out what the highlights should look like a little bit. We'll do that on the ad again. Let's make this one even less opaque, just to kind of go with it with a big brush. Like where do I want to place these highlights? What I'm trying to figure out. None of that looks good. Just like why is my pen being really weird today? Like normally just stops tracking completely. But this time it's just like being slightly unresponsive, which is really weird. Boy, it's like lagging now too. Um, you know what? This is maybe not too bad. Okay, that's an okay start, to be honest. I can live with that. Let's maybe get that a little bit warmer color. I think I just need to go with my other color. With this one. All right, let's start with that, I suppose. And yeah, go from here. Now I do want the top here. Boy, pen, hello. Honestly, I've been having a lot less pen issues than I was anticipating, so I'm pretty happy, all things considered. Boy. Hmm. Boy, pen, what was that? Oh my gosh, what? Ugh, it's always something. Pen. At least it's like working at all, but it's definitely being weird. Oh boy, I'm trying to like bend over to like move my elbow over my mic. I hope that's not actually like interfering with my sound. Oof. All right, something like that a little bit. Maybe get some of that softer highlight elsewhere. I need to fix these too. I should probably... I might need to try just like zooming way in on this and trying to really get the details. But we're not at that stage of the drawing yet. Eventually I'll start going into crazy details. Maybe. But for now, I think we are okay. And please cooperate. I don't like that. I think I might do this with the transparent brush. Don't like that either. Okay. Maybe never mind. My friend is so amazing. She reminded me to add your ghosts. Ghosts are always appreciated. Well, maybe not when they're causing mischief, which is like most of the time, but you know, it's usually fine. Okay. That's coming along. It's very... I still need to fix this part. And I maybe overdid it on this highlight. I do like how it's looking. Let's put the hands back for a sec. I do think I'm going to try to put in maybe a little bit of blue glow over on this side. And honestly, I should probably be careful to not put too much, like spend too much time on the part that's going to be covered up by the hand anyway. Because that would be a real shame. What was I doing? Right, I think I kind of went too much here. Just trying to get in some of the like shadows from the hair. All right. Go back to what I was doing with the hair here. Let's kind of soften this bit up. That's maybe too soft. Wrong thing. Man. Art is hard. I feel like that should not be a surprise to anyone, really. But it's hard. What can I say? Especially when you're a mega perfectionist about it. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. Oi, pen. Where are you, pen? Okay, something like that. I definitely don't want to go too soft on this, but I think I want to kind of have a mix of the hard and soft, you know? That like I soften this part and then I add back some hard parts. That's where the good shading is, where you have a mix of hard edges and soft edges. Guys, they're so silly and fun to draw. Not indicating where to put them, so I'm just hoping it looks good where it is. Yeah, it's fine. Just put them wherever. The ghosts go where they like. And this in more. So this is me putting the hard highlights back in just a little bit. Not too hard. So it's just a balance. Oops. And then I can maybe put the hard shadow parts back in as well a little bit. There we go. I shouldn't have made my canvas so small. It is always a struggle. Oh man, I do really like how that shading is coming along. Maybe put a little bit, oops, wrong thing. I meant to put more highlight in there. Uh-oh, his pen acting up again. I may be spending too much time on this. Just getting a little bit too carried away. I feel like I put in too much shadow there. I might want to go back in and actually add more highlight. Oops. This is supposed to be mostly in the light. See, this is why you occasionally have to step back and look at your overall picture and not just the zoomed in version. Man, I think my program is just lagging. Maybe because of the stream. It's struggling to do art and stream at the same time. All right, how's that? Oops. Did not mean to flip. I meant to do that. Okay, that's looking better. I actually kind of want to lighten up these shadows as well. Something like that. And now this looks too light. Do that, and then there we go. Maybe like that. And maybe let's also do some stuff in there. Okay. And this is only going to be the first layer of highlights. I guess technically second, because there's also this one. I do plan to put in the even brighter highlights. I need to save all of these colors somewhere. Because I'm probably not going to finish it today. So I'm going to want to keep my colors. Get some random. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for loving our sad boy. I do love him very much. I'm very happy to be drawing him. Look how beautiful he's looking. We've got some hands too. I'm making some progress on the highlights at least. He's so beautiful. Thank you. And thank you for creating the game. I enjoyed it very much. It's been stuck in my head for like, I don't know, 8 months now. I played it a while ago. My heart is full of love. I am very honored to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for loving our sad boy and our game. It's a great game. Like, I've played a lot of really cool games on this channel, but I think that's the one that's like stuck in my brain the most, honestly. Oops, what am I doing? Why is my pen being weird today? Why is pen being weird? So I was using this color for the hair highlights, and I was using it for the like skin kind of highlights too. This is the one that I was using for the skin highlights. I'm just kind of trying to save my colors so that I don't lose them. Seriously, what is up with my pen today? Pen. All right. Let's get those saved. Hair. Where was hair? Hair. Oh, and Petty Antics on Twitch. Happy birthday. Thank you. Man, you distracted me. I'm very honored to have the game dev in chat. That's very cool. What was I doing? I was doing hair highlights. Yeah, I was also saying that at some point I do want to put in even more brighter. Sorry for distracting. Not at all. Don't be sorry. It adds to the fun. But yeah, I guess this is just what happens when you're in like a tiny fandom. Well, that's definitely the wrong color to do that, but it's kind of the idea. I just want to add some extra highlights. I think we'll do that later though. My cat is also here for extra distraction. He's licking my hand now. Very cute, very fluffy. I guess I don't technically need that hand for drawing with. I can draw with one hand and then pet cat with the other. That's how it works, right? Okay. Hair. Mm. I kind of want to just erase all of that and try again. It's looking weird. I think I can still salvage it though. Okay, that's looking better. I want to clean up some of these edges on these hair highlights. Oops, that's too much. Ah, I thought I thought I was with the transparent color. Whoops. Uh, why are deep fried Oreos so good and why have I not heard about them until today? They are pretty good. They are also very bad for you. So much sugar, so much oil. But yeah, I can't deny they're tasty. I guess that's just kind of how fair food works. What am I doing? I don't like how that's turning out. Ah. Mm. Hello, Punk Scully. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Mm. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm still gonna try. We'll make it work somehow. Just keep fudging it until something cool happens. It's been an hour and 3 minutes. Uh, I guess time just works differently when you're drawing stuff. Mm, hmm. Hmm. Sorry if my stream is just me going, for like 2 hours. That's just how I work sometimes. Mm, I think I need to like blend that out more. And do the soft and hard technique again. Soften it and then bring back the hard edges. I'm trying to think of how it would feel to have a beard. An interesting question. Mm, this is like coming out the wrong shape somehow. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. And I'm still also going to go in with shadows over the top of this eventually. So there's going to be more detail, I hope. I mean, my boy deserves no less, right? With full detailed rendering, lovingly crafted. Uh, Somehow I'm just not happy with this shading situation. Uh, I don't know. I think I'll do what I usually do and just leave it for now and go work on something else for a bit. Mm. There's still parts of the face highlights that I'm not super happy with either. But I don't know. I might need to leave that aside and then not look at it for a while and come back later. Um, because sometimes when you're drawing things, you just stare at it for too long. And then it just becomes a problem. My face got sunburned as hell and I'm starting to feel it. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah, I should do something with the mouth too, probably. When I work on a drawing too long, I think it looks good and I take a break, and when I come back, it's trash. Honestly, I think it goes both ways. Like sometimes you have been looking at something too long and it looks like trash, and then you step away for a while and it looks better when you come back to it. But yeah, I've definitely also had that happen too. Befuddled artist ASMR. Yeah, flipping the image is sometimes horrifying. That is true. Let's try flipping this one. How are we looking? Are my eyes crooked? What happened? I know, it happens all the time. You know what? Maybe I'll work on it flipped for a while. Um, this area does look pretty weird flipped. Hmm, I don't know. Maybe later. I want to do something with the mouth and probably chin. Also, remember to save. I feel like I haven't saved in a while at this point. As flips go, that one wasn't bad at all. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. It's pretty good. The interesting thing about flips is that I feel like when I see another artist flip their image, it doesn't look that bad. Like, I never flip my drawings, and that's probably bad. It does help because I think it's entirely on your perspective. Like, you draw something crooked and you don't realize that it's crooked until you flip it. Whereas like an outside observer will immediately see it and be like, "Oh, like that, yeah, it's a little bit crooked, but it's not that bad, whatever." And then when they see the flipped, it's like, "Yeah, I mean it's still a little bit crooked, but it's fine." If you're feeling saucy, you can flip it upside down. Oh yeah, I don't usually do that, but that could be fun. Look at that. Look at him upside down. Man, now that I'm looking at it again, I really quite like how this hair shading is turning out. I think, some of it can be a little bit more refined, but overall, it's a good start. All right, what was I doing? Mouth. Yeah. His hair is so floofy and the shading is beautiful. Thank you. I love his floofy hair so much. I tried to make it nice and floofy. Man, I love Reckon. Just character of all time, truly. Um, Wait, wrong thing. This one is the skin highlight color. Mm, I think as long as I don't go too much on that, I think it just needs a little bit of highlight. My pen is lagging again. What's happening? Don't do that. Pen. Okay, that's better. That's better. And then maybe extend this out to the side a little bit more. Ah! What was that? My technology is just not cooperating today. Okay, maybe like that. I keep clicking the wrong color. Um, a little bit of the highlight on his upper lip there as well, probably. Okay, there we go. Um, too much. Hmm. 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 I also need to remember that I'm planning to add shadow layers too, so I will have to leave some space for some darker areas as well. Like I'm not, the thing with this chin highlight is I'm not sure where the hard edges and where the soft edges need to be. It's befuddling me a little bit. Like right now it's all kind of soft, but I feel like that's not quite right. I think like at the top, at the like crease there, it should probably be pretty hard. I don't know. How do I shade? I feel like it's too big. I don't know. What am I doing? Let's just kind of pull that in general. Is that better? I do think I'm liking that better. Sort of. Maybe. Not sure. I think that will do for now. Maybe I should just start working on the clothes and body a little bit more now. Something about the mouth and chin area still feels like kind of weirdly flat to me. Like it doesn't feel like it's on the same continuity as the upper part of his face. Mm. Hmm. I I think part of it might be that the lower lip highlight is too much. Um, cellular devices at 10%. That's not good. I've been having so many technical issues lately. Like, I mean, my computer's been having problems, but also my phone has sometimes been having problems charging. Like, I don't know if there's something wrong with my charger or with like the phone's charging port or what. Fortunately, I also have an inductive charger where you just kind of, place your phone on it and it charges, and that works. But when I try to plug it in, it's kind of dicey. So, I don't know what's going on with that. And I'm going on a trip next week, so I think I might pack my inductive charger just in case. I kind of like this intense highlight on his lip, though. I think it looks nice, but I think it might be too much. Hmm? Does that make it better? That didn't make it better. Um, yeah, maybe let's just move on to something else. And then, hello, Feather Dust. Welcome to the stream. I already kind of had a stomachache, but my neighbor offered me another fried Oreo. Just keep eating fried Oreos until you die. I think at this point I might want to put the face and hair shading away for today and then look at it with fresh eyes later. So maybe let's move on to the body. Okay, we're gonna need to find another color to work with. What color do we want to use for that? That actually kind of works okay. I might go with that. Maybe even boost it up a little bit more. It's probably too dark, though. Whoa. That's maybe better. I'm dying of sunburn, stomachache, and dehydration, but at least I have fried Oreos. Are you at like some kind of fair or something? With between the sunburn and the fried Oreos? Have you been having fun in the sun? All right, let's start with kind of the rough shape again. Oops. I wasn't really having fun in that sun. That's fair. I prefer cold weather. Entirely fair. Me too. How do we feel about that shading? Looking at the face again, I really just want less highlight on the lower part. Like I want the light to be kind of coming from the top and hitting the top of his face brightly, but then the bottom of his face to be more in shadow. So I might have to do that. I think that's my problem. I don't know if I would want to get rid of the chin highlight completely, but let's try just getting rid of it completely. Honestly, that doesn't even look that bad. I think that might be what I needed. Maybe let's just put it in very, very gently. Just like a little bit of highlight. Like that. Like that. Sort of like that. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Just being careful not to overdo it. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Again, maybe fix it up some more later. And then maybe also take out some of the mouth shading too then. What was that? I might have to go see my cellular device now at 8%. Yeah, you should probably at least go get yourself to a charger. All right, let's get back to figuring out the cape. Also hands. Hmm. Um, kind of feel like, so I don't want necessarily the hands themselves to be casting light. Well, only like a little bit, like maybe just on the side of his face. Um, but hmm. I guess I just feel like the color of this is very close to the color of the hands. It kind of looks like it might be coming from the hands. Hmm. Went from 9 to 8% again. Uh-oh. I think, is it using more battery than it's charging? Because that would not be good. Oh, and sorry, Feather Dust, I totally missed your chats over on Twitch. That would be the last birthday then. I don't know what that means. I can also wish you happy birthday in my native language. Sure. Wish me happy birthday in whatever language, I suppose. What is your native language? Um, hmm. Lasts for 30 minutes when I take it off the charger. That sounds bad. Honestly, I hate how that's like just the state of technology nowadays is so shitty. Like things are just made to break so quickly. And you'll get a device that like has a good charge at first, but then after a couple of years it just doesn't hold any battery. But we persist, yep. Mm. I'm almost feeling like it might be about time to call it a night, but I really want to keep working on this. But art is tiring, and I think my brain is starting to wind down a little bit. Wait, okay. Need to move to the other layer. Also, I want to fix this a little bit. Make sure I don't have things overflowing. I have to color within the lines. I'm gonna go now. Well, thanks for coming, Rye Bread. I hope you enjoyed the stream. But yeah, sometimes technology does not cooperate with us. Goodbye and good luck and happy birthday. Thank you. Have a good rest of your night. Um, hmm. Looking at the shading in the kind of mini preview window, I do quite like how that's looking. I don't know how much longer I can go though. Like I don't want to end the stream because I am enjoying this and I don't know when the next time is that I'll be able to work on my boy here. But I'll have to end eventually. Where did this dot come from? What the heck is that? Where did that dot come from? Hmm? What is this dot? What? It might just be like on the cloak layer. Let me make sure. Yeah, it was just on here. Weird. I guess at some point I dropped something on his cloak. Oops. Sorry, buddy. All right. Hmm. Let's try to clean these up at least a little bit. Why does my pen sometimes do this thing where it just like puts random lines in places? It's very odd. I think I might spend a bit of time cleaning this up and then probably call it a night. Oh, huh, interesting. I think the reason I can't get anything else done there is because it's clipped to this layer, and I think this layer might have... Huh. What? I'm confused. Oh, I think this might be on the... There might be a smudge on the line art layer. Oops. Yeah, there's a smudge on the line art layer. It's not that big of a deal. You can really only see it when you're this zoomed in, and that is my own fault. I kind of feel like I want to still keep these, these highlights pretty soft. Oh, or I meant pretty hard. So I don't want to go too ham on the soft brush. So, hmm. Like that is too soft, I think. Yeah, see, I like these edges more than those. I might redo this part. Oops. Uh, it's shading so hard. Uh, art is hard, guys. That's better. That's still maybe a little bit too soft. Actually, I maybe kind of want to extend this highlight more, even. Oops. This one. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Kind of like that. But now this edge just looks too hard. I need some like in between brush. I think maybe the opaque watercolor is what I want. Just to fade it out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think that's slightly better. It's all just a matter of juggling 50 bazillion brushes. Well, it's not 50 bazillion. I think there are many artists who use way more than I do. I think I want to bring that up more, actually. Sort of like that. Maybe soften that edge up a little. Now that edge is a little too hard. That just fades out too suddenly, I think. Oops. Mm. No. All right, well, let me actually finish this side first, and then we can deal with all of the subtleties of hardness and softness. Oops. I think there's actually a keyboard shortcut for switching between the different colors, but I should probably look that up at some point, because it is pretty annoying to have to do this just manually every time. Mm. I want a harder shadow in here. I still really don't like the look of this. Like the edge is just really not right. I think maybe it needs to be like more of a gradient even. Does it need to be harder or softer? The eternal question. Mm. I also need to do something with this. Okay, well it's something. Um, mm, I don't like that at all. Mm, that's maybe better. I feel like this edge is a little bit maybe too hard too. That only made it worse. Um, I definitely need to mess around more with the the edges of these highlights. Um, but that might be enough on that for now. All right. Is this where we end today? Maybe. I also had the glow layer here that we can put back. Look how pretty he's looking. Uh, hmm. I think maybe this is where we stop for today. As much as I don't want to. I'll have to keep working on this on some other stream. I feel like there's still a lot left for me to do. And I do really want to finish this. I'm very happy with how it's coming out so far. I think it looks fantastic. So I think this might be where we end for now. I don't know when I'll have time to pick it up again, though. Very unfortunate. I have, um, I'm currently playing Expedition 33, which is a longer game than I normally play on the channel. So I've definitely been considering breaking it up a little bit with art streams in between. So maybe I'll continue this. I did also at some point promise a 1000 times resist art stream, which I do hope to do at some point. So, so many art streams to do. So many art pieces to work on. But yeah, I think this is going to be it for today. I don't want to leave. I feel like my brain is just gonna fry from staring at this for too long, though. I think I might need a break. I am super happy with how it's turning out, though. All right. Let's call it here. Thank you so much to everyone who came by and who wished me a happy birthday and who had lovely things to say about my art and whatnot. Yeah. Thank you. So I will be out next week. Then the week after that, we're going to be back with more Expedition 33. Thank you for the stream. That was delightful. Well, thank you for coming. It was such an honor. Um, yeah, I'm very happy that you're enjoying my doodling. I've 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 had such a fun time drawing little Amarantus sketches. It's a good game. It's yeah, it's taken over my entire brain. I think about it constantly. Ah, yeah. All right. Well, I guess I have to end the stream eventually. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time, hopefully. All right. Bye.